I am going to delve into the issues of particularly fatal accidents associated with the ZCC churches. Firstly, in 2022, the ZCC, led by Nehemiah Mutendi, the son of Samuel Mutendi and representative of the Zimbabwean denomination, experienced a terrible accident that claimed the lives of 39 people, leaving families shattered and children orphaned. This accident occurred in the Chimanimani mountain area, where one could attribute the tragedy to poor and steep roads, among other factors. On March 28, 2024, during the same Easter period, another ZCC bus crash killed 45 people traveling from Botswana to South Africa for a Moria prayer pilgrimage. The denomination in question is recognized by its members wearing bags with a dove at the center. It appears that these accidents are happening in succession, and it's noteworthy to mention that there hasn't been a random accident in Southern Africa like these, with each claiming more than 30 lives in a single bus accident. However, this does not suggest any malfeasance within the church, as accidents occur all over the world, including those involving air travel, such as the well-known Boeing flight disasters that have killed hundreds. But the occurrence of these accidents may serve as a wake-up call to scrutinize their practices, questioning whether they adhere to motor safety and, more broadly, whether the church itself follows true Christian doctrine. This is especially relevant given my previous discussion on the blending of African cultures and traditions into worship practices, which often diverges from the core teachings of Christ, despite the church identifying as Christian. What practices am I referring to? For example, the use of fire as a healing tool, water, clothing, and other traditional materials for undergarments, the use of home items, coarse salt resembling traditional healing practices, decorated sticks, and even the use of stars, doves, and stones as objects of worship should not be overlooked. In conclusion, these events might call the church to reorient more closely to the gospel of Christ and distance itself from ancestral traditions. This reflects Jesus' admonishment to the Jews for following human-made traditions rather than the laws of God and His commands. What do you think? Please share your thoughts in the comment section. Brief church history. Samuel Mutendi, born in 1880, emerged as a transformative religious figure in Zimbabwe by establishing the country's branch of the Zion Christian Church, a major force in Southern Africa's religious landscape. His pivotal moment came in the 1920s when he encountered the teachings of Ingenious Lekganyane, the ZCC's South African founder. Drawn to Lekganyane's innovative blend of Christianity and African traditions, Mutendi became an enthusiastic adherent. Following his ordination by Lekganyane, Mutendi embarked on a mission to propagate the ZCC's doctrines in Zimbabwe, then known as Southern Rhodesia. He started with modest-sized congregations, but his passionate and engaging approach to preaching quickly attracted a growing number of followers. Under his guidance, the ZCC not only expanded its religious reach, but also ventured into social domains, establishing educational institutions, agricultural projects, and other community-based initiatives, thereby cementing its status as a comprehensive movement within Zimbabwe. The roots of the ZCC traced back to 1910 in South Africa, with Ingenious Lekganyane at its helm. The church originated from Christian missionary endeavors, progressively integrating African customs into its worship and practice. Known for its distinctive green attire and large-scale religious gatherings in Moria, Limpopo province, the ZCC carved out a significant presence in the region. Following Lekganyane's death in 1948, the church experienced a split, leading to the formation of two factions. The ZCCST Ingenious, led by his son Edward Lekganyane, and the ZCC Dove, led by Joseph Lekganyane, a relative. Despite this division, both branches have flourished, amassing millions of followers predominantly in South Africa, with significant representation in Zimbabwe and beyond.